All right, guys, go and check out this compilation video. Here we go.
Man, let me tell y'all what it's like dating as a Christian man who's trying to abstain from having sex until marriage. So you meet a person. It's like, I'm feeling you, you feeling me, let's get to know each other. We have our first phone call. Everything is fantastic until you hit them with a question. You're like, what do you think about sex before marriage? And it's great when you're the first person to ask the question, because if a person has a conviction about it, then they kind of have to swallow their pride and tell you that. But it's also great because if a person does not have a conviction about it, then they think that the reason why you're asking is because you're the guy and you want it too, so they don't mind telling you. So they'll be like, well, I'm good with it if you are. And then they immediately ask you, well, what do you think about it? And you got to tell them, like, I'm about that abstinence life. And it's so funny because every time they give you one of these, well, good for you. Good for you. That's what they say. Now you got to answer all the questions. Like, I'm like, okay, there's nothing wrong with me. Yes, I do have a sex drive. No, I'm not gay. And it's just like so frustrating. So if you're out there dating, man, you're trying to live that abstinence life, stay strong.
Hey, shout outs to him, and I respect it. I 100% respect it, especially in today's society where everything is over-sexualized. You know, these women half naked out here, you know, twerking. It's ridiculous. It really is. So the fact that you have the willpower to overcome your urges and the lust to operate in the flesh, shout outs to him. So I just find it quite fascinating that you have these modern women basically calling him gay or implying that he's gay because he doesn't want to have intercourse. We've even seen it on the Pop the Balloon show, where these modern women talk about they want a good Christian man. Good Christian man. And then when they have one right in front of them, they talk about how his pants are too tight or his voice is too soft. Talk about they want one thing, and then when they actually get it, they don't want it, right? It's just fascinating how that works. I see more and more men today respecting women. Even at the gym, men are saying, cover up. Okay, we're trying to work out and keep it moving. We're not trying to see the goods. It seems like the more you respect modern women and not view them as objects, the more they rebel.
Okay, I heard that men are complaining about women wearing really tight and exposing clothes to the gym. So I decided to wear the tightest shorts I have in my closet with a bandeau top and the smallest jacket I own.
Women do not have to be nice to you. Women can be rude to you. They don't owe you anything. They don't owe you their kindness. They don't owe you their friendship. They don't owe you an explanation. They don't owe you anything.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
The rise of feminine men has led to masculine women. Let me explain. When men don't approach women in public places like coffee shops, it forces women to drop into one of two roles. The first role is she's just going to sit there and she's going to succumb to her singledom because she doesn't want to be the man and approach you if she thinks you may potentially be interested in her. The second role is her stepping into the role that the guy is usually supposed to, her asking you out. And this is definitely happening more. I see more women asking out more men than ever before in my friend groups and clients, etc. But the thing is, men, that women don't want to ask you out because courtship and approaching are typically things that gentlemen do. And the worst thing that you can do as a guy is force a woman to act like a man.
Huh? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it is what it is. Modern women have been saying for many, many years that they don't need a man. Now this is the result. Men are basically walking away and saying, no, the pendulum is swinging to the opposite direction. And men have more leverage to simply walk away and say that they're not interested. So if these modern women want to get married, want to get into relationships, you're going to have to put yourself out there because more and more men today are valuing their peace. Okay, they're putting peace over everything. And they're not going to deal with the nonsense. So you got to bring your A game, put your best foot forward in order to get picked.
Where I work at, right? It's this lady who walk around. All she do is talk about the Lord all shift. The Bible says this. Jesus said that. God wouldn't like if you did this. through the whole shift, right? Which is nothing wrong with that if you stand on it, right? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that if you stand on it. She was in a long-term relationship with this guy that she had kids by. She started talking to this guy at work. You know me, I keep it $150. I keep it a thigh wide, as they would say. She started talking to this guy, and the guy became her work husband, right? Now, her work husband already has 2 other women pregnant at the same time. But this didn't stop her from messing with him, right? This didn't stop her from having an affair. When all she do is come to work and she talk about God, the Bible, the Lord, what is right and what is wrong through the whole shift, right? So she started telling everybody that she finna leave the guy she was in a long-term relationship with because he didn't go to church enough. He wasn't holy enough. But everybody already know why she trying to make her move, right? So this chick, as we call church lady, packed her stuff up, right? Took her kids away from the father. Got her own place. This destroyed her family to go be her work husband's side chick. Now just think about how that sounds. She left a man who was taking care of his kids to go be her work husband's side chick. Now, they had work the other day arguing, right? Because things are not going the way she thought they was going to go. I guess she thought she was going to leave her husband and he was going to leave these other chicks alone that he was messing with. But they ain't how it went. They ain't how it went. Now, she walking around with the puppy dog look because it's not working out. And I see women do this so much. I had a friend who left her guy to go be with a married man. Left her guy to go be with a married man. But back to what I was saying, man. Work husbands and work wives are something else, man. They will listen to all your problems. You can confide in them. You can tell them and they'll give you the best advice they can give you while you are at work. But the minute y'all clock out, she going back to her guy, he going back to his chick. That's just how it goes. And church lady found out the hard way. Destroyed her family. Left a man who took her as kids to go be her work husband's side chick.
I mean, hey, we've seen this time and time again. Time and time again, you have some of these model women thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. These model women will get on TikTok, proud as can be, that they're leaving their husbands. Their happiness is more important than an actual family, okay? Keeping the family together. They'll discard that for their happiness. The side dude doesn't even want you like that anyways because he's clapping cheeks and keeping it moving. And for what? Like, what was the point of that?
You don't have to crash out. All you got to do is accept the fact that I want a divorce, and that's it. I don't want to
give a fuck your divorce, and I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. What I'm mad about is the fact that you're ungrateful. What I'm mad about is the fact that nothing is ever good enough for you. What I'm mad about is the fact that you can't even accept the fact that you got a good ass, not none cheating ass.
I don't care about cheating.
Yeah,
I don't. They don't lie with finances.
You want the drama? That's what you want.
No, I don't. How about
drama, bro?
How about I don't want no.
Bro, you want drama?
Nah.
You want drama, bro? Thank you.
Nah.
You right this whole time. You want drama.
I don't want no drama. I want that's gonna help me financially from beginning to end, not get comfortable throughout the time and then be like,
comfortable.
Because
you supposed to just turn around in 3 months when
and then he be like, well, I'm trying. I can't tell you I'm trying. You're gonna be like, what you mean you trying? You be at work every day. How the bills ain't paid? What you doing? You trying what?
If I'm going to work every day and I'm building a business on the side, how is it that I'm not doing How is it that I'm too comfortable? If I'm still doing something for now and I'm still working on something for my future, how is that getting too comfortable when I'm doing 2 things at once?
He told me I need to do stuff on the side, make faster money, do this, do that, so that way I can subside with my job that I'm doing. But my job pays the bills. I can't go find a side hustle because then I'm gonna burn myself out. So I can't do both. You have more free time than me. The job you work is a come and go. You can pick your hours. I can't do that.
Okay, because that's what you chose. You chose that.
Yeah, because I need something consistent. I don't need something to tell me when I can get on and get off and then all it is. Like, you have a cap. I don't have a cap.
Okay, so let's pause right here because there's a lot going on. So what I'm gathering here is that she's making majority of the money. He is working. However, he's not, I guess, pulling in enough money according to her. Okay, she wants him to pull in more money. Now, he does mention he has a side business. I'm assuming he's trying to get it off the ground. He's trying to subsidize, I guess, his 9-to-5 or, pull in more money into the household. And it seems like it's not happening fast enough for her. So let's keep going.
So how we gonna get this paid? How we gonna get it paid? How we gonna get it paid? On time. Exactly. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. All alone. Or 401k. No that.
And I'm not trying to figure it out, you wanna?
I don't got time to keep hearing you figure it out.
Take on all the responsibility, right? You one of the only going through right? You one of the only one dealing with some right? And this is exactly what the I mean by you're selfish. How the
If I'm selfish, I'm selfish. Yup, 189 hours. It is what it is. It ain't nothing new. That's just what I gotta do.
Up here cry, say, oh,
go smoke, cause that's what you need. Go smoke. Yeah, go smoke. Yeah, cause that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
I am smoking.
That's what he do anyway. Go smoke.
I am smoking.
Go smoke outside, please. Somebody come be with him. Just come get him.
Oh, now I'm cherry cake.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, you would. You said somebody come get him, somebody come be with him. I'm cherry cake. Like you just throw me around. Like
I don't pay. I don't know. I pay. Okay, so when I say I'm doing for my family, I'm talking about I'm paying all the bills. The $4,300 of bills that we gotta pay every month. Yes, the I am. I'm paying them bills. Why? Because I have no choice but to pay them bills. The money he make, that ain't gonna pay our bills. That's why I have to do what I have to do. Why he keeps saying I have money in savings. You're right. I do have money in savings, but that's for savings. That's not for spending. I have a spending account, an emergency account.
That's crazy, bro. So you want me to go in my savings and give you $10?
That's not what I said.
Your savings, that's the whole point I was trying to make when you asked me for the $10, dog.
No.
That was the whole point I was trying to make. Yes.
When I asked you for $10, to be honest, y'all, when I asked my husband for $10, I literally just be seeing if he gonna give it to me because he never offers to be like, hey, babe, here go $50 for your hair. Here go $10 for whatever. He never does that, right? So I'm like, babe, can I have $10? He was like, babe, I ain't even got it right now. I gotta go out and get it. And I'm like, oh. And that right there made me like, do you want to
But if I can go get it, why does it piss you off?
I don't want my to go get it. I want you to have that and be like, here.
You sound goofy in the
No, I sound realistic. Because if
I don't sell dope.
You ain't got to sell dope. I don't sell dope and I still got $10 to give. What you talking about?
Yo, some things just need to be off the internet. Yo, we need to normalize not having certain conversations on the internet. Because the fact that she's actually recording this, she knows what she's doing. In the original comment section of this video, all the women were going off, talking about they can't deal with no broke dude, he's broke, leave him, this and that. Meanwhile, they're married, okay? They have wedding vows, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor.
What you mean? I got it to give, but I'm not going into my savings. The same point that you just made.
You don't have it to give.
Bro, the point that you just tried to make, bro, I'm not even know, bro.
You don't
no.
have to give.
If I didn't have it right then and there, I still next give me the off camera.
I said, you didn't want to give it to me, but I ain't got no choice but to give you the money that I paid.
Because I already had plans for my little spending money before you asked me that.
I don't give a I be having plans for my money that I work every 2 weeks.
Okay, but at the same time, though, I still go out nigga and I can get this again. If I didn't have it that exact moment that you asked for, all right, baby, give me a couple hours.
This is my thing. I want my husband to be top notch, right? So when
that take time, bro.
I'm tired. We've been together for 4 years. How long it take?
What you about? How the you feel? Every time a situation occur, 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 we going there. We going there. We going there. We going.
Like every situation I'm in, I always got to pitch in more financially, and that's the draining part of being with somebody. When you have to finance everything, and when you get told something and it's the opposite, it's like I don't want to do this with nobody. Like what sticks with me out of all the things my husband ever told me, even after he called me what sticks with me to this day is the fact that he told me when I was going to divorce him the first time that he was going to take me for alimony. Possible that you could take whatever I done already established from me. That don't sit well with me.
I can't get none of that come on, yeah, he crashing out. I'm crashing the out because every time I try to get some stabilized for me, I can't even do that because the always talking about you ain't doing this or you doing the bare minimum, you doing this. Man, I've been giving and giving and giving and giving and giving before you even started giving. I was giving. That's why I say you selfish because you only think about this time period now, but you ain't thinking about all the times, man. A always come through. Even when I ain't got it, I still find a way to make this happen. But because I ain't had $10 or I didn't give you $10 right then and there, that makes you feel some way. And because, I moved so feet to go answer your question to Marcos, you feel some type of way. Now you want a divorce.
Guys, this is not for the internet. This is not for the internet. You know, crashing out and making him look like sounds like he's trying. Sounds like he's trying. He's not there yet. You know, she talks about how does it feel to pay for everything, and welcome to a man's world, right? Could you imagine a man had these same, like a man could have these very same talking points in a marriage, in a relationship, just ever, right? The same things that she's saying, is basically what a man experiences 99% of the time when it comes to relationships or marriages or what have you, right? So the fact that he is trying, he's trying to do better for himself. And she mentioned, it's been 4 years and she wants things to happen sooner, this, that, and the third. I mean, listen, man, they probably need some counseling. I did hear the baby in the background, so it seems like they have a child, and the fact that they're arguing while the child is nearby, okay, present, that's an issue in itself, right? The child growing up, hearing their parents fighting, going back and forth, and you think about the psychological ramifications that could have on the child moving forward and kind of growing up, this, that, and the third. So, hey, hopefully they're able to get the help that they need, or just simply get a divorce if it's not worth saving. Okay, because the fact that she's able to record this and then post it on the internet looking for some sort of sympathy, and the fact that he's not able to control his emotions a little bit more because he is crashing out here, let's keep it real. When you're in that state of mind, things can be said. It can make the situation a whole lot worse. And ultimately, you have your child to think about.